Tanan. So our discussion today, actually this will be our 10th LAC session. So we will be talking about innovations and regarding classroom structuring. Okay, so these are our main agendas. Topic is this one, the level of commitment and the level of obstruction. This is what you call, there are actually four different kinds of teachers according to this theory. Okay, this is actually a theory called developmental supervision. And we will talk about first about teachers. Okay, na ako ni duha ka dimensions that we need to take note. First is this one, this dimension is level of obstruction. Okay, so what is level of obstruction? Anyone familiar with that? When you say you have high level of obstruction, what can the person do or that the teacher or the student do? If you have high level of obstruction, what happens? Let's say, for example, you are given a task. Like, Sir Manapsal, I want you to build a comfort room. So if Sir Manapsal has high levels of obstruction, what can he do? He'll be able to know the step-by-step process to do the things to create a CR. Okay? So for example, if I tell you, you do some innovations and you have high level of obstruction, then the teacher will doesn't need any instructions on how to do it. Certainly you will be able to find out the specific steps in order to accomplish the task. So that is what you call abstraction. When you say abstraction, it comes from the word, di ba natay steps sa ato ang teaching, which is called abstraction. What happens on that step? What do you usually do? When we are in the abstraction stage, what do? We make processing. Before that, there's analysis. So that's the part where we do processing. But after the analysis, we have abstraction. So what happens during abstraction? Yes, we ask students to make generalizations. So if you have high level abstractions, you can generalize things. You'll be able to come up with a main idea out from the experiences that you have experienced before. So na teachers nga high level of abstraction, like I want you to do some innovation, then you can come up with an innovation. Nasa mo yung batang ing ana, did you notice that? Like you tell a child to clean the classroom. Then one child with a high level of instruction can really do it in, you don't need to tell the step by step process. She could do it the way you want it to happen. Pero there another person with a low level of instruction, even if imo na gitagaan o general instruction, you will have to be with them every step of the way and you need to tell them step by step how to do it. Okay, so klaro na ning level of instruction. So this is level of instruction and this one is level of commitment. So how do you know if the person has high levels of commitment? The person is from the word committed, right? So he is dedicated. He or she is, yes, or she is trying her best or trying his best. Okay. So naamoy bata ng anak nga taas kaayo o kanang commitment mo magsunod-sunod. Everything you say means a lot to the person. Okay? So same with teachers. Nasa teachers ana, everything you say can mean a lot. They love their job. Nasa they don't love their job because they are rich enough. They have a lot of options. They can go abroad if they want to. But there are people who take the teaching profession as a advocacy, etc. So these are levels of commitment, different kinds of levels of commitment. Okay, so every teacher, lain ni sila level of commitment o level of abstraction. So if the person has very high level of abstraction, very smart, can generalize, and he has very committed at the same time, then we call the teacher the professional teacher. Okay? So sa may definition sa professional teacher diha? High level of commitment and then high level of abstraction. But there are times that we have teachers or students who are very smart but very low in terms of commitment. So meaning wala sila di kay sila committed sa ilang trabaho ba, and we call that analytical teacher or observer teacher. Okay? So sa may buhat sa may ilhan na ning mga analytical teacher or students. Muni sa inyong klase, muni mga reklamador. Okay? They usually complain, they have a lot of ideas, pero they don't usually do it because they lack commitment. Okay? So this is what you call analytical or observer teacher, or sa inyo sa klase, na sa mga students ngayon ana. Especially, I'm talking about this because there will be times, there are many times that you assign them tasks, and there are students that are under you that you need to apply these techniques to. Okay? Then, naasad mo estudyante nga, yes, they are very committed, but you need to be there with you need to be there for them step by step. They are called unfocused students or teachers. They have high levels of commitment but low level of abstraction. So, kani mga klase nga student, they are always there asking for your guidance but maglibog, dali kasi sila maglibog. Okay, so there are times that we have students like this and you need to be there for them and to give them direct instruction. Okay, next step, this is what you're going to do. Okay, malimpyo mo sa CR ha. What you're going to do is you need to wipe it with a rag. Next is you need to clean it with ugang at trapo, step by step. Okay? So that is what is happening if we have an unfocused student or unfocused teacher. And then we have teacher dropout or student dropout. So what are these kind of teachers? They ligoy pag-uto. Low level of commitment, low sad ang ilahang. Muna gingon nga, kanang inyong gingon ba nga, hinayon pa, wa pagipaki. Di ba na, may bata nga, paspas og utok, pero way paki. Muna, analytical lang ang bata. Oh. Dili lang mo lihok. Pero nasa may bata nga, naning, kaayo, mo follow gyud pero, hinay, hinay sad. Pero naagyoy bata nga, hinay pa, badlungon pa. Kadong ko Sir Louie, pag, wa pa gani mo ipet batos, kamo pa'y badlungon. Wa pa gani mo nagdao, mana, doble, no? So they are what you call teachers or student dropouts. So what is the implication for this? Okay, there are two possible implications how we handle our students, and second is how we guide them. So unsa may mga klase nga bata nga naa nato? Most of them asa man nabilong nga quadrant? Unfocus o kaning teacher drop out, student drop out? Okay. So naay analytical. Mga pilingon. Okay. So based on these differences, lain-lain tag strategy ana nga gamiton. For example, kung ang bata professional kayo, bright pa at the same time kugihan, then all you have to do is just to imura tagaan og general instruction. Then iniguman imurang huwaton kung unsay resulta. Nara. Pero kung nakay naning kistanan, pero hinayon o abstraction, kinala inyo ginanggiyahan na, adi na pwede biyaan. Pareha na magpahimo tag herbarium. Muna usahay magugtas ta kay hasta paglimpyo gam nate batang ingana ma'am nga hasta paglimpyo nalagi hugaw niya. Kinahanglan pagisultian. Muna low levels of obstruction na siya. Okay, dayon na asad tay bata nga reklamador kay tanan. So ang problema ani niya is low level ang ilahang commitment. Okay? So we need to adjust the way we supervise them or the way we teach them in order to make more results. Okay? Kaning dropout, unsa man eh? So muna no, these are questions that we need to consider. Okay? Kita sa teacher, asa man ta na? Let's also ask that question. Okay? Kita sa teacher ba? Okay? So, muna maningkamot kita nga arita mabilong sa professional teacher. Okay? So, kung low ta in terms of abstraction, all we have to do is to really listen and learn more about the craft of teaching. Muna, ang kasagaran nato, eskwela naman. So, okay kayo. in terms of commitment, murag personally, makaingon ko nga, majority of us are really committed. Okay? Committed magita. Okay, ang atuan na lang ana is the only person who can really answer who we are is us. No one can judge us. Pero kung makasugat mo gingani nga klase nga bata, let's adjust our instruction based on the kind of students that we have. Okay? So, I am hoping that the next time that we musugo ta sa itong mga bata, like natay pabuhat diya sa kilid, we consider this theory. Okay ra? Oh, ay gyud mo paguna-una nga professional na sila tanang bataa. Kay kinahanglan kay na sa inyo nagpapintal mo. Ang uban ana nagsige na pintal-pintal sa bato sa naasara. Mo na i-consider na to no wastage sa atong resources. Kanang nagpahimo mo diyag pots. So, basta naalay mabuhat. Mga bata, nataka lang. Kung naata, mugiya, kinanglan gyud kay nagsamuan nga mo plano gyud. So drawingan nato, ato tagag step by step. Okay? So let's consider that in the way we give supervision to our students. Okay. Operations, planning, delivery, assessment, and materials. Is that okay? So, for example, sir, during my ancillary time, I will do my lesson plan. Is that okay? It's okay. Yes, that's under planning. Okay. During my ancillary time, sir, I will practice my cooperative learning strategies. Is that okay? It's okay. Okay, because that is under delivery. During my ancillary time, sir, I will ask Sir Villarin to teach me the song or the game. Ana. So that could be. Okay? Yes, that's under materials. Okay? So, during your ancillary time, you say, sir, I will cut down materials for my class, for my bulletin board. That's good. Okay, then, but you need to log it in. Okay? Ilag in lang na to. Okay? We want to make them know that you have accomplishments under all this. Okay? And you need to inform me. Because these are our innovations, please inform me, especially I am here. I am know that we are moving forward to our goal. Okay? So let's just do our best. We will make use of the time. Okay? So in short, in one day, you have 1 hour. So kanang 1 hour na to because so during that time, we have 1 hour. You can use that, okay, for your personal. Okay, 6 hours is actual teaching. Okay, so all this we can document in our logbook, which we will be printing tomorrow. Okay, unless I have given you specific instructions, especially kanang there are times that we need something like sa finances na to. Okay, we can still use that. Okay. So all classes should start with a game. Amo ni atong innovation starting today. Okay, we discovered with Sir Villarin, Sir Manapsal, because during the tragedy of Sindulan, among giapa sa mga bata nga nagpabadlong. Then we discovered there are already 2 computer internet cafes here in Hagimit. Napay usa, ma'am? Yes. So we know exactly the location kay amo jud tong gisulod kay kanang we have reports nga wala kuno nang uli. So thanks to Sir and Sir V and Sir Blabs nga amo yung giadto. And then we discovered we have 2 competitors already. I call them competitors because students would want to be more there than here. So what do? This requires immediate action. So starting today, instead of writing motivation on your procedures, you write game. Okay? So why games? Because students would like to play games. Bantay mo ha. Sige na ha. Okay, so starting today, our games will be our springboard for our discussion. You can use PowerPoint games or we can share. If mapulaan na mo sa games nga naa ninyo, we will share. Another option, let's just call it a game song because it should be in a form of a game but there's a song that is being taught. Okay? So please, either of the two, because students like that, let's try to check the effect if there is less cutting classes because of that. Okay? So all of us should have games in the first part of our lesson. Okay? And this should last for not more than 15 minutes. Okay? Because you will have 45 minutes left already. Okay? As much as possible, make the games connected to your yes. Connected to your lesson. Ayaw nang kanang layo na kayo ang game. So, make the game the springboard of your discussion. For example, for math, it's a game, but the questions are math questions. Math questions. Or, if possible, prepare a prize. Prepare a prize. I would like to suggest to Ma'am Joy later on, we will have the school will buy ball pens and usay patok sa mga bata. Games ba games? Papel. Oh. So we will buy that and then we will divide it among us. Pero don't use it. Give it as a prize. For example, if there's perfect, give a ball pen. If naalay nakadaog sa inyong game, gagmay hatag, they will appreciate that. Okay? So, another is, during the periodical test, we will divide our questions into the following. First is knowledge. So, that's test 1. Okay? Then, test 2 will be understanding. Test 3 will be application. Test 4 will be analysis. And the last part will be evaluation. Okay? So, instead of dividing it into parts, we will divide it by cognitive process. Is that clear? Okay, mangutan ako. When is it that you can use analysis? What type of question will use analysis? So, can we use multiple choice questions for analysis? Yes. For example, if you ask a question, you have there's a tragedy that happened to your place. What will you do? What is that? What kind of question is that? What is the best option? Yeah, you have choices of the best options. Evaluation. Okay? So you're already in the second highest, but you cannot do creating in a multiple choice question. So kuto ba kita evaluation? So the principal's test, all of the questions were evaluation. You have a teacher which is having a problem in terms of money. Then the teacher approach you. What will you do? Then we have options A, B, C, D. So the questions actually that is what came out. Oh. Dako kuno kay utang. So what are you going to do? What will you suggest to the teacher? So will you suggest go to the nearest private bank and get a loan? Second is go to the nearest government bank and tell the teacher to do this and to do that. Another, tell the teacher to let the teacher borrow money from you. And let them pay you in a specific time but don't ask for interest. Okay, so ingana ang mga ingana ang mga questions. Okay, napailain. If you were asked to sell tickets by the PTA, what will you do? Okay, to raise in order to raise some money for a project that will help the students. What will you do? Okay, so those are questions that are under evaluation. Okay, how about analysis? Analysis, yes, you can use except. Okay, meaning you can contrast which among them actually is you can distinguish among parts. So that's analysis. So application, when can you use application? Using the concept and applying it to a different scenario. Okay? For example, you apply the lesson to your life. Okay? So that's application. How about an understanding? When can you use understanding? Okay, Sir Manapsal gave you a formula. If you can interpret the formula, then you are manifesting the cognitive process understanding. Okay? For example, the mean for English, there's a word, and you understand the meaning of the word uh, in the sentence. Okay? So you understand the function of that word in the sentence. So you're actually interpreting symbols. So that is what is happening during understanding. Knowledge. Who is Lapu-Lapu? Who killed Magellan? Ah. When was the hero Louis Misolis born? Oh, so that's knowledge, recall. So that's the lowest level. Okay? So again, we will divide all our quizzes. So we are already in the 7th week. So make sure there are 48 questions. Kaning knowledge, naraginis mga 10 ang pinakadaghan. Okay? So focus on understanding, application, analysis, evaluation. Why is this important? Just like to share. Why is this important? Did you know that knowledge is growing exponentially? So meaning, 10 years from now, what we know will double by 10 years. It means that what we know now will not be used anymore because there's another knowledge that actually superseded already the knowledge that was learned 10 years ago. Okay? Because knowledge is dynamic. So in short, knowledge is not really very useful. What is important is what you can do out from the knowledge that you have. Like the highest levels are these three: application, analysis, evaluation. Okay? So make sure majority of your 48 is under this one. So knowledge and understanding is only 10 items. So pila na nabilin? 38, no? Ah. Pero majority man nga kani siya kinadaghanan na ng 10. So makaya niyo 5-5 mas maayo ng inyong bata, maayo jud siya og higher order thinking. Okay? So the higher you climb, oh. Then Sir Cyrus, ako lang gini on the record, Sir Cyrus said he has a different marching order to the supervisors. Ambot lang kuan ba to, pero he wants us to focus on higher order thinking rather than kanang running after competencies. Ako sa ni-confirm ha. Okay? Pero actually, what is more important is the child can actually think deeper. Okay? So, we can only do that if we apply this three. What do we call this three? Higher order thinking. Okay? These are cognitive processes, and the higher you go, the highest three are the higher order thinking. Okay? So let's proceed now. So confirm your schedule. Okay na tong schedule? Okay. So as I go through it, make sure that we also read on the material given by Ma'am Jera. Okay, we will run through it. So we have A, B, C, D. A are learning resources, materials, management, and development. So that's the A part. Okay, just to give you an overview, let's go to the back portion. Is that okay? 30% na ang A, which is learning resources and materials, management, and development. Next is assessment of learning tools and materials. That's B, the second part, which is 30%. Then classroom structure and display is only 25%. And the lowest is classroom cleanliness and beautification, which is 15%. Okay, so these are the aspects that they will be looking into. Okay, so we will do it one by one. Why? Because if there are things that you ask us to do in our part in the admin, we can we can actually agree on things nga we will shoulder that part. Okay? Pero some of the things will have to be efforts in our part. Okay? So first is curriculum guide. What is there? Curriculum is mapped through competency implementation matrix in all subject areas taught, reflecting the key stage standards, performance standards, competency and competency code. Okay. So CIM ang iyang gipangayo. Okay? So if you are asking for the format of the CIM, ato naman ang gibuhat tong last inset na to, naa mo. Okay? So please accomplish that niya. Katong previous ilisi lang tog date nga karon nga year. Okay? So that's the CIM. Do you still remember the format of the CIM? Oh. Then naa siya performance standards, unsay target nimo ana, then content standards, competencies and competency. So kung naay kuwang, for example, you're teaching 4 learning areas. So if naay kuwang nga usa, mo nang 4. Kung naay kuwang nga duha, mo nang 3. Kung nakay kuwang nga tulo, 2. Yeah. Kung nakay ko lang upa, wa jud kay usa, 1 ray mo score. So in short, they want us to cover all your teaching loads. Okay, next, lesson plan or DLL or DLP. You should have all lesson plans in that you are teaching. The moment you lack one, like some of us, naglibog manggod ta kay natin mga innovation sa kuan. So kung nakikuang usa, 4 ra imong grado. Okay? Pero if you have all lesson plans, like most of us, complete lesson plans in all teaching loads, then automatically you will have 5 on this. Next is strategies provided and utilized. So strategies used in teaching, learning, help utilize in all subjects taught. MOVs like utilization of ICT, employing HOTS, collaborative activities, implementation of differentiated instruction, assessment in fixing skills. Okay? Peer, teacher, teacher supervise. Okay? Unsa na siya, sir? A4? Okay. So what will you do there? Okay. Every time you ask students to be grouped together, like for example, you ask them to be paired. Think, pair, share. That's an example of a strategy utilizing HOTS. Okay? You give them a material, take a picture. If you have 4 MOVs, complete MOVs for that, then you will have 5. Kung 4 imong MOVs, you have 4. Sakto ba, sir? Okay? So, muna yung rubrics diya. So, actually, kato kong i-share pag M&E mo to example. Like, while you were teaching, di ba, I took pictures of you and then akong gikuan na og kanang captions. So, you can also do that. Okay? Next, A5, instructional materials developed. So, if you have your own instructional materials like reading materials, stories, activity sheet, nga kamoy gabuhat, okay, you should develop at least 5. Okay? So, kung naa kay 5, 5 sad. Okay? For example, you have, like, sa ato akong TLE, wala patay ato ang material no sa atong buhatan. Pero sir, ako pa nang i-open up nila kay how about the non-advisors? Okay, kay classroom structuring ra ba ilang kuan niya? How about those who have no classroom? Okay? So anyway, it's still November. We can have time to what. So akong i-suggest nga those who have no classroom will uh, be assigned an area, 'di ba? Like the office, like the wherein they will be developing and they can place all their materials. Okay? So how do you develop materials like workbooks, kanang quiz materials. Okay? Uh, Module. Have you tried creating your own module? Okay? Bingo card for games. So you just specify what are the mechanics for that games, and then di ba you need to prepare a material for that. So that's an example. Okay, so you develop 5 of that, then you have perfect. Downloaded materials from LRMDS portal. Harvest pa. Sige, harvest na good kasi okay. So try to check the LRMDS because they are telling us that there are really a lot of materials in there. So let's try to log in using our DepEd account. So if you just need to harvest 5 and then you have 5. Okay? Then management of LMs and TGs receive an issued SF3. So you just have to school form 3, borrowed books. So kani dili ni applicable sa dili advisor no kay may SF3 ang dili advisor. Okay. So muna siya. Mao lagi. Himuan gini siya og lain rubrics for non-advisors. Diba? Okay. Sayang kayo. Assessment of learning tools and materials. So, formative assessment integrated in all parts of the lesson before the lesson, during, and lesson proper after the lesson. So, unsa man ihang gipangita diha? Okay, portfolio of individual formative assessment. Kanang yung check-up quizzes, written exercise, performances, models, and even electronic presentations. In all learning areas, nagay mo documentation na you have 5. Okay, nagi-absent sa kanang inyong load, wala mo ninyo butangi. So, -1, so 4 siya. Record of individual formative assessment results, check-up quizzes, written exercises, performances, models, and even electronic presentations. Okay? So what are formative assessments or results? Quizzes can be formative assessment as long as you don't record them in your summative, in written tests. Okay? So meaning you have a record of you have a dummy class record. In our terms, we call that a dummy class record. And it is solely for interpreting. Okay? What is the golden rule for this? If you have more than 50 of your students, 50% of your students did not pass, you don't record it. Automatic, under siya sa formative. If all of them, 50% of them pass, then that's the go signal that that could be part of your summative. Okay, what is summative? Summative is everything that you write on your class record na actual na gyud. Okay, it's divided into 2. A 3 di ay. Written test, performance task, periodical test, quarterly assessment. Okay? So, if lower gani sa 50%, katong tool nga akong gihatag niyo katong class record, it has actually a way for you if you click on one of the tabs. Okay? Pagkutan mo ka, are you going to record it? Kung more than 50 ang nahagbong, you cannot record it. Analysis of individual formative assessment results, basis for reteaching, remediation, and reinforcement of the lesson. So a while ago, the first one was just to keep a record. The next rubric or the next indicator is you need to do analysis. So how do you do analysis? Kung 50%, you don't record it. Okay. What is the golden rule for this? First one is, for example, 50%. The first time you had a quiz, 50% did not get it. What will you do? You will not record it. Okay? So what are you going to do now? You're going to retest. Okay, retest. Basig ang problema ang imong test. So you do the test again. When you do the test, 50% of them did not get it. So what do you do? Okay, kaduha na. You reteach. Is that clear? Okay. Then you reteach again, you reteach. And then the student did not get it. 50% did not get it. What will you do? We will resign. Okay, bitaw, that's just a joke, pero that shows that we need to adjust our strategy. Okay? Reteach na sad. Okay, so muna siya if you do that in your analysis, that is your point of kwan. Reteach, the next one, kung lastly, after you reteach, they did not learn, make sure that you reflect. Muna siya last. Okay? Reflect. Yes. Oh. So meaning we need to find ways in order for our students kanang 50% more, actually if more than 50% sa mga bata gani wala gyud kakuha sa imong quiz, meaning there's something wrong either of the two, of your exam or of your style of teaching. Okay? Naara gyud na ng duha. Okay? So kung naa lang ang bata, pero kung absent ang bata, they will never get it. Because we know there are only 4 reasons, FICS. 4 reasons why a child will drop out. Unsa man? Number 1, family. Number 2, individual, meaning sa iyang kagalingon ba? Apil na lang health, ang iyang pagkaligoy ug utok. Ang C, unsa man? Community. Okay? Yes, because classmates are part of the community. Mabuli siya, part na siya. So, muna ang C, no? Ang ikatulo, school. Under school is apil ang teacher. Muna ako dyan nagidebate nga, let's not blame it to the teacher immediately because there are many factors. Pero maningkamot nga, dili kita mooy rason nga nung ang bata, dili na ganahan mo eskwela. Okay? So, as much as possible, we make ourselves lovable. Okay? Yeah, because if they hate the subject, they will never learn from a teacher that they hate. Okay? Students never learn from a teacher they hate. Okay? So, mura na siya. Next, portfolio of collaborative formative assessment allows teaching to support each other's learning, discussion, role-playing, games, and other group activities. Related na gyapon ni siya. Okay, by the way, this PowerPoint I'll be sharing to you. Okay, so what are you going to do? All advisors, tanan nga kani ingani siya, inyong butang i-reason ninyo, okay? Then butangan niyo picture. Are we on the same page? And then, pwede niyo enteran, inyo pampunan, copy-paste ninyo, and that will be your portfolio when they come here. Okay? You just control P, ikatong gitudlo ninyo nga, makita na nila ang tanan nila nga, kuan, inigpakli nila, taga-rubrics na namoy inyohang documentation. Okay? So, kaning PowerPoint, I'll be sharing in our group, and the talk that we are having now, you can listen to it again and again because we are recording. Okay? Because we want nga ang ato ang mga discussion dere, we will internalize it. Okay? Next. Sa B2, gyapon ni siya, under sa B2. Are you following? Okay. So, rubrics on how the collaborative formative assessment are evaluated. Okay? So, when they have their groupings, do you have a rubrics on how they will grade themselves? Do you have? Okay? So, the level of cooperation of each child, what else? their participation, their input. Do you have a grade? So if you have, then you place it there. Okay? If you don't have, make one. When I'm referring to the grouping sa, say for example, okay, Sir Manapsal, Adong Manapsal, you are the leader of this group. Okay? So I want you to grade all your members based on this criteria. Number one, input nila. Number two is participation. Number three is kanang listening skills. Okay. Then all of you will rate your leader. Okay? So you'll be graded by your members, and you as leader will grade them. So you have mechanics. You have a rubrics on how you will grade, they will grade themselves. Okay? So that is a mechanism on how we do cooperative learning activities. Okay? Muna mga bata magsiyuguan kay the leaders are not accountable because pwede naman nila singaakan ng mga bata ang ilang mga under nila. Yeah, kanisang mga members di sad magtarong kay wala man sad sila accountability sa leader. Kay di man magrado ang leader nila. Ang ilang sundon na gid kamo kay kamo may nagrado sa tanan. Okay. What if you give that accountability to the leader and the members also give ana. So you have mechanisms or rubrics for cooperative learning, formative assessment. And this is your formative me. You may or may not record it. Okay? Next, records with analysis of results of collaborative formative assessment. Meaning, did you analyze that data that you have gathered? Okay? So, what is a possible analysis for that? For example, this group rated their leader very low. Okay? So, what will you do? Okay, alas 4 naman na no? Okay, let's just run through this. Summative assessment. So, meaning in all areas, what are your portfolio or summative assessment unit tests, chapter tests, or group activities that you have done? Okay, next, number 2, record of summative assessment unit tests, chapter tests. Okay, so kung naagani in all learning areas, that's 5. Rubrics on how the performance summative assessment are evaluated. Number 4, summative assessment tools are consistent with the curriculum standards. Okay. So, are your assessment tools consistent with the curriculum standards? Did you cover all the competencies? That's one question you need to answer. Oral reading performance. So, we need to conduct. Duha ra ni siya, either 5 or 1. 5 siya kung tanan nga mga kuan na cover ninyo, tanan bata inyuhang na check. I would like to ask the English majors, Ma'am MJ and Ma'am Angel, please create a tool nga ato ang kanang pag-download lang mog tool, kanang like comprehension ba. Kung na good kanang nasa story, kung manay questions ini kuman. Then atong ihatag sa tanan. Kung kaya ba nila sabton to, nya orally ilang basahon. Nya. Tanang grading level, parihara tanan. Parihara tanan. Okay? Basta na alam tayo magamit. Then, intervention program for frustration and non-readers. Naaba tayo gibuhat. Ato ba nang gitagsa? So, pag picture lang mo nga inyong gitagsa-tagsag, pabasa, ano ba? Okay? English majors, pero if sila may nagkandak ana, ikay mo intervene. Okay? Pero nasa intervention ng mga English majors, pero dapat makita nila nga ikaw mo'y nag-initiate, nag-analyze sa data. Okay? So you can ask them for the tool and then you can do something about it. Okay? Class record, report card. Yeah, card day. This one. Naanataan ni. Minutes of the meeting, attendance of the parents, list of awardees. Naamo ni. Isud na ninyo dito ha sa card day nga folder. You still remember the folder? Oh. Yes. Yeah, signed report cards by the parents. So, isud lang sa ninyo dito. natay centralized ka folder sa atong tanan kuan card activity. Pictures of the activity. Picture tato. Pwede na. Basta na-sign na. Next is classroom structure and displays. Namoy chalkboard. O niya, line blue na siya. Don't worry about this kay sir, ato ning palingkamutan nga i-shoulder sa school ang linya. Paglinya o pagpaint. Ato na ning kuanan ron. Anda inigdawat ato sa MOE, unahon na tong blackboard, sir. Okay. Newly painted yun ang nakasuwat. So, in newly painted sa ginato to Then, subjects display board. By subject siya. Okay? Then, pop display. Kani, pwede mo come in kaning DepEd vision, mission, core values. Yeah, heroes posters. So, naman si Sir Louie, duka na naman ni si Sir. Sir, what if maghimo ta og centralized nga tarpaulin nga mission vision? Okay ra, sir? Tabangi taon sila, sir, Bing. Dayon, ato i-layout. Si Sir, magiging-himo ka ng mga kuan. Dayon, ato i-print. Taas-taas mo na siya. Ato i-distribute nila. Sila lang burot, ana. Kanang, batangan ninyo o kuan ba? So, unsa may kuan ni kanang heroes poster. Ato sa mag-download naman ta na, sir. Mga hero. Mga naong ni kuan. Ayo, sir, kanang tarpaulin, kit. Sila lang patambok. Okay? Kaning mission vision, sir, o core values, ato ana. Kaning in-depth preparedness o emergency disaster preparedness, pwede na nato i-shoulder. Sige, basta kamo panindot ha. Dayon, ang word wall, sir, kanang kuan na siya, kanang word for the day. Dayon, oral reading chart, kinsa tong slow, kinsa tong ana. Pero, dili na butang ngan. Ang number lang. Number lang. Pila ka book ang slow readers diha, etc. Dayon, kanang word wall, sir, ang batangan na gina, word for the day. Ang batangan na nila word niya, definition. Kamo na sa iyong classroom. Atoy ko, kung pwede styro or unsa pa yung makapatambok nga, mura sa putrud gamay ba? Styrofoam. Styrofoam. I-layout lang na mo, kamoy patambok. Para sila mag-cut na lang sila. Na sila usa ka tarpaulin sa daan na tanan. Ilang katon, ilang ibutang. Batangan na ninyo og plastic cover ha para ligon. Okay? Pintal ta. Dayon naadjud mo yung mini library ha. Kanang mini library, yun ang batang labels. De. Hanging delikado sa earthquake. Saom na Kuan lang, ma'am, bisag ingana lang kagamay, ma'am ba? Anak na good nga. Na kani nga ni kuan lang ninyo. Basta na mo yung library nga kanang magbabasa-basa gid nila. Dayon, mo ni gipangayo ha. Na dictionary gyud. Taga Rome. English, Filipino, then ay story books, reading books for reference. Ihanging na lang. Dili kay taas, kaning ani lang ba? Batangan yung mini library. Ang naagi niya dictionary. English, Filipino, dayon para basa-basa. Dayon, first aid cabinet. Kani, pwede sa ninamo ikuan kay kuan man kaning pwede man ta kapalit ani. Like Red Cross, betadine, cotton, Band-Aid, Efficacent, Mega, paracetamol, alcohol. I send you pakwae until nga nanay bisita. Dili, pakuan dito ra sa office. Naman tayo office dito nga pangkuan. Di ba? Ay, ako ningon na nga, di ginatagaan. Balag, galaban ako. Naman tayo centralized dito nga, pwede ta mo hatag. Listam to dito. Katong sa inyong room, para display lang sa door. Emergency, good. Ha? Dayon, pupils health kit. Kanang ato na sa niguan kay in kaso ba nay bata gani nga unstable ang iyang kuan. So, ano na, ang sudlan sa health kit is, kana ganing sudlanan sa sapatos, dili ka mo yung andaman niya. Ang bata, pakuano ninyo og health kit, ang sudanan niya kay hand towel, soap, kay usay ba, param din na skincare, no? Pero sige lang, kay ilang mang require pero at least na ay magamit sila. Kanang, ang importante diha, toothbrush. O, kana lang kay, but, ya, sila rin may mudaan na. Ang inyo lang naamoy butanganan niya, batangagan. Oh. Butanganan sa ice cream or butanganan sa sapatos, pagsabot mo sa inyong classroom. Okay? Dayon, comfort room. Refer na lang na niyo. Kamo lang, sir, naamo, ani, sir. Then, grooming center. Nagi ko na sa amin taga-room. Ha? Dayon, tables and chairs, desks and armchairs. Then, last na lang, learning space and environment. Kaniyo, masahan ninyo ha. Then, orderless and arrangement, dahil na I5S. Disposal facilities with segregation. Please take note, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 garbage can. Plastic, paper, recyclable, and food waste. Food waste. Kaninoon, sir, pwede na to makuha 8 kabok nga basurahan nga gamay o saman? Or kamo lang? I-centralize na to niya, musimang man. Kamoy palit niya, resibo ilang. Oh, yeah. Lain-lain magutaga-room, ma'am. So, it depends to the advisor na lang kung siya paliton. Pwede sad siya, pero kinahanglan nato i-adjust sa space sa taga-room. Oh, kidakon. Kay kanang mo lagi gamay kayo so mag-agad mi sa advisor kung so the suggestion is you do it pero you can buy pero make sure ang resibo will go to the will be in line to the requirements of the MOA. Resibo we decide giganahan mo mata na. Okay? Kamo na lang advisor, diskarte na. Kami ba? Dayon, beautification. Mo ni kinahanglan ako ni potted plants sa sudog sa gawas. Hinaan ko ni kurtina pero dili mo obstruct sa ventilation. Pareha ni kang Sir Manabsal. Then, painted classroom walls, gipintalan, clean and safe to use desks. Displays are each designated place to serve its purpose. Cleaning paraphernalia, kinahanglan kompleto mo silhig. 1:1, so padala sila. Ay mo kahadlok og padalag bata mga cleaning kay di man na kwarta. Convince ninyo nga para ila niya pwede nila dalon ni guman sa school year. Ana